Kick over the top, goes inside 50 just. Urseg just dropped the footy. Peel trying to worry him out of it. Urseg desperate, 2-on-1 ball. And it's a ball up. Good for Swans considering it was 2-on-1 in the favour of Peel Thunder. So ball up here on right, half forward. And a goal here would really put the first nail in the coffin for Swans. And Bell smothered from the clearance. O'Donoghue tackling Brody. Ball comes out the back, goes over the line. Bell's there along with Germs. So boundary throw in. Just inside 50. Right half forward for Peel Thunder. Pressing early in this fourth quarter. Kicking to the northern end here of Lane Group Stadium. It's round 20 of the WAFL Premiership season 2024, and Walters did well but dropped it. O'Donoghue got it in the end, gave it out to a teammate in Coleman. Coleman's kick to centre half forward. Leading back in the race was Edwards. His left foot snap, dribbles across the face. Just needed the leg break to go back the other way. And it's through for a minor score. 2-4-16 Swan Districts. Peel Thunder 6-9-45. 5.5 minutes gone. Final quarter. Round 20. 2002-24 WAFL Premiership season. The kick gone over the back. Collins, left foot torpedo to full forward. It's beaten everyone and gone through, has it? Touched hands. Oh, I think the Swans player just got hands to it. And it's gone through for a minor score. Sure, that'll get brought up in the change rooms afterwards. Collins, incredible torpedo effort. He's already kicked one. And Taberner, uncontested, strong. Colossus takes it, kicks to centre forward. Clever mark, Emmett. Starting to chop up Swans. Through centre forward. Long kick, Walters. Oh, it would have been perfect if there was a sit, but there was no one there, and he missed it. And Swans have got the footy deep in the full back line. It was Cypro, gave it to Collins. And the Swans still not out of trouble here. They've kicked it straight into a nest of Peel Thunder players. It was Allen to Taberner to Aish inside 50. Just bundled off the ground. It's come straight back to Emmett. Racking them up, Emmett. And they've got it now in the middle of the ground. And they can load up through Ethan Hughes to full forward. Urseg there. Can't take the mark. Tapping it forward was Wilson. But the Swans hack it straight back to Aish. And he's got it, 60 out. In the true centre forward position. Now goes to Taberner. Punch from behind. Free kick. It's going to Taberner. And this could kill the contest, I suggest. Matthew Taberner, the left footer, will kick on a 45-degree angle. Will only kick from about 30 out at best. And for a man of his calibre, he doesn't usually miss those or these. Let's see what he can do. One of his big criticisms at the top level has probably been his finish from the set shot. No problems, Matthew Taberner. Straight through, and Peel Thunder drive a nail into the coffin of Swan Districts. They're 7-9-51 to Swan Districts 2-5-17. 8 minutes gone, final quarter. 2024 WAFL Premiership season, streaming live on afl.com.au or the AFL app. If you haven't got it on your phone yet, get it on there quick, smart. Best way to cover or follow every single competition in Australia. Of course, when you open it up, go to the 3 dots on the top right and select WAFL for all of your best highlight reels and replays. As Germs jumps into Cuke. In the end, Cuke gets the tap down. And quality in the end Again by Brody, feeds it out to a teammate and they win the clearance. Great mark. Swan Districts, Bryce Watson. Brilliant at centre half back. Spots a teammate in Rocker. Rocker goes sideways to Turner. Turner feeds it off to the run. And they go long now towards right half forward. 1-on-1. Ball spits out the back. Tackled was Colton. Didn't really get a boot to it or a hand. Play on, says the umpire. And Peel Thunder saving mark at the true centre half back position. Cooper Simpson. Chip kick into the middle. Punch from behind. But taking it is Emmett. Close to the best player on the ground. Gives it off to the run of Brody. Brody in towards centre half forward. Taverner got it off the ground. Fed it out to Hughes. Who's bashed straight onto the ground in game 81 from HBL. It's been solid. So ball up. Inside the centre square in the true centre half forward position for Peel. Stanley there. Putting the tackle on and the Swans clear. Outstanding work.
Still anybody's game. What has been a real hard slog here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium this afternoon. Blackiston got the tap out to Boakhurst. Was he held by Jones? Umpire says no. Joyce gets tackled there by Jones. Could this be holding the ball? Umpire says no. Jones and Blackiston. Blackiston wins it. Keeping his feet is Ahmed Jury, but he's dispossessed by Joyce. He runs out of room. And it's over the line. Another throw-in. Stoppage heavy start to this quarter. Margin's 10 points. And it's worked in East Fremantle's favour. They've reduced plenty of opportunities to nothing as far as East Perth's forward 50s are concerned. Baskerville gets around two would-be tacklers. Well done by the vice-captain as he sends it long towards centre wing. Spills out the back. Mazzando through the traffic. Does well, Jacob Mazzando. Terrific stuff. Short ball finds Eaton. Eaton with options. Wright was dragged to ground. Murdoch and Wright just being ordered by the umpire to step away from the area. And they can get on with business. Short pass finds Sturrock, who takes it and goes. Long ball towards half forward. Players in front. Spall from behind. Out the back door, Graham. Eyeing the tackle on Marlin. The handball chopped up. High ball inside 50. McCready going to ground. So too Jupp. Murphy. Great use of the body to rescue the Sharks' Bacon. Cleaver dragged to ground. Play on, says the umpire. Amaduri tackled by Bennett. They're still going. Cleaver still going. And a ball up. Jones looking to get the fist away. Joyce. Quick hands out to Jansen. Jansen wobbles a kick. Good pick up by Wright. Shepherd came from Eaton. Wright kicks long inside the 50. Bounces awkwardly from Marlin. McCready does well. He's shifted up forward again. Could this be a big move on Ross McQueen's part? Marlin taken to ground. Ball's shuttled out the back. And it is a minor score. .27 plays 3:10. We've played almost 7 minutes in this last quarter. 9 points the margin. The Sharks will look to steer clear, but not with that kick. Crowden's able to chop it up. Long ball from 52 metres out. Even numbers at the contest. Good spoil from Murphy. And it's another behind. Make that 8 points.
I didn't see any head high in it, but nevertheless, we're back on.
Vice fans will take it. They get the start they needed.
East Fremantle, they'll look to clear. East Perth will want to lock it in their forward half. Zatto. Zatto out of the back pocket, down towards centre wing. Hands to it by Randall. Quick hands out to Sturrock. Hurries a kick, goes only as far as Boakhurst. Oakhurst, short ball, and it finds Cleaver. Cleaver, wobbly ball to a one-on-one, fell into the arms of Baskerville. Play on, says the umpire. Murdoch gets boot to ball. Joyce under pressure from Sturrock. Taken to ground, ball up. The two Giants going at it again. It's been a great battle between those two. Hurried kick. Going with courage is Zato. But he was pushed out of it. It's going to go his way. Zato committed to the football. He's won the free kick. Zato will go long towards half forward. Jones going with the flight of the ball. Couldn't hang on. Desco looked to go off the deck, but to no avail as Bennett pulls it badly out of bounds on the full. Desco's got the free kick. Down the line Tedesco, up towards centre wing. Kept in play somehow by Joyce, but he couldn't do so a second time. And it's going to be thrown in. Looking to put a bit of magic on there, Tom Joyce, in his first game back in 7 weeks. The umpire had a better view of it. Thrown in front of our broadcast position. Jansen got hands to it to Desco. Quick hands to Wilcox. Couldn't get boot to ball as Blackiston sees that one over the line. Almost 10 minutes gone on AFL.com.au and on the AFL app. 8 points to margin. East Fremantle have done exceptionally well to keep the ball locked in as much as possible. They're playing that contested brand that we've seen Claremont play for much of the second half of the season. They would have taken a lot from that loss to the Tigers on this ground just over a month ago. Jones, taken high. Jones taken high on centre wing. He's got the free kick. And the East Perth fans showing their appreciation of that one. Jones gives it to Crowden on the burst. Long ball, indirect. It's chopped up by Marlin. Another good mark from deep in defence. Marlin goes laterally. And it spots up Joyce. Joyce with no options presenting on the near side. He has to go down the line. Spilling the mark was Leggett. Blackiston hurries to kick up towards half forward. Spills out the back. Montalban goes off the ground. Here's a chance for East Fremantle. Montalban does well to follow up. Goes off the deck a third time. O'Reilly! That one's off hands and off the back of Wright as that one's taken over the line for a minor score. So the margin's back out to 9 points, 3-11 to 2-8. Using the body, McCready, but couldn't take the mark. Marlin takes possession, but he gets dispossessed almost immediately. Brooks out to Mazzando, who has nowhere to go, and a ball up. Tossed up. Jones knocks it down. Awkward bounce for Marsh, but it's gathered by Cleaver. Gets plenty of distance with the kick. One-on-one. And Hagan couldn't hang on to it. It's going to be a throw-in. But it's right where East Fremantle want it. Couple of score updates. Three-quarter time over at Pentanet Stadium. West Perth leading by 11 over Subiaco. Claremont leading by 57 over the Eagles. Peel Thunder leading by 28 over Swan Districts. And scores are level, 37 apiece at the 20-minute mark between Perth and South Fremantle. There's a free kick. There's a free kick. That's going to go the way of Jones. He was held without it in the ruck contest. And that's going to be the big man's free kick. Jones pumps it long towards half-back. Spilling the mark there was Rankin. Out the back door. It comes to Tedesco. Pumps it long up towards half-forward. One-on-one. McCready juggles it well. Here's a chance for East Perth. McCready needs to get some fellow numbers back for the Royals. He's got some options inboard. He goes to one of them, and it's marked by Crowden, who just got there in time. And Crowden marks inside 50. Mitch Crowden needs to kick this one to keep his team in the game. Not wasting any time. From just inside the 50, doesn't get the distance, and it's rushed through for a behind. Eight points the margin, 2-9 to 3-11. As Marlin will take play to the outer side. It's long. Huge pack of players. Jones couldn't hang on to that one. As I said earlier, it's a difficult ball to mark. It's wet and heavy. But Sturrock keeps it alive for East Perth. A hurried kick inside 50. Ball spills. In front there, Van Diemen. Sturrock, North. Gang tackle. Ball up. Jones dumps it into space. Hill, second to it, but applies a good tackle. Ball up. Jones again. He's controlled the hit-outs in this last quarter. Marsh can't break free. Ball up. East Perth have got it where they want it. They've lacked that final finishing on these opportunities up forward. Good strong tackle there by Brooks. Another ball up. Jones out the back. North off a step. Don't tell me he's kicked the goal. North something out of nothing. First goal for Tom North and the first for East Perth in 2 quarters. And just like that, they've got the margin down to 2. No, Tom North back in the side this week. He's kicked the crucial goal. Jones was able to palm it down to North out the back, and North off a couple of steps threw it onto his left foot. And it went right through the high diddle. North is happy, so are his teammates. They're still in it, East Perth. 2 points the margin. East Fremantle, they want to get a response, and they want to get it very quickly. A crucial goal. East Perth had plenty of 50s up forward, but they just needed to make most of the opportunities. That's what they've lacked. They've lacked their finishing. And it's been tough in these conditions. But having said that, that goal, quite an essential one late in this game. 29 plays 27. Blackiston goes to ground. Jones, quick handball to Randall. Randall with a long ball inside 50. Dumped away by Jupp. Hill leading in the foot race. Spent that one before he had it. Out the back door it comes. Graham able to get the handball away. Hill has a second fumble in as many attempts. East Fremantle desperate to clear, which they do. O'Reilly can't get boot to ball and has to see it out of play. We'll have a throw in.
At the moment, the significance for this game is that West Perth are leading Subiaco by 9 points. If West Perth win, they'll go back to 9th spot and the Eagles go to last. And if Perth hold on to their 1 point lead, South Fremantle will be out of the running for finals and Claremont will be guaranteed. So there are ladder significance in what's happening here and at Lathlane and at Joondalup. And in the other 2 games, have got bearings on the top 4. So every game has got some weight on it. Sheldrick comes down to Howard. Howard gets it forward to centre half forward. Yeah, Hamish Davis runs through the puddle. Can't get free. Comes to Frederick. Kick outside. Looking for Musika. He's quick on the ground. Main Waring, he's got men outside, but he can't get the handball free. And we'll have a ball in. Not long to go here. Claremont leading 12. They've kicked 12 goals to 3. Rogers been outstanding today with 3 goals. As is Talon DeLacy. Tyron Smallwood's been very good as well. He's kicked 3. So the small forwards relishing the heavy conditions, and Rogers probably relishing the fact that Jai Bolton was out of the game early with a bad cork, and he's had to shoulder a lot of the burden in the middle. And the other player who's shouldered a big burden is this man, Ollie Eastland, who's got the holding the ball free. He's had a great game a great tussle against Matt Flynn. He's probably shaded him in the ruck. He's done a lot around the ground, and now he has the opportunity to kick a goal. He doesn't do that very often. He's kicked 3 for the season. But now has the opportunity to put one through for Claremont. It's not going to happen. It's not even going to make the distance. Drops 10 metres short. Banfield. He's going to be penalised, yes, for holding the ball. Couldn't get it away cleanly. Perth still up by a point. 25 minutes gone. Last quarter against South Fremantle. Change of coach there. Mark Stone, the interim coach. Who knows what's going to happen in the coming weeks, whether he might get the gig full-time, Mark Stone. He's a premiership coach in the Sandful. As Elliott pumps the ball forward, that's off to the left though, and that'll be one behind to Claremont. They extend their lead to 58 points.
Ball on the centre wing. Vital kick inside 50. Byrne falls to Kelly. Snap around the body. Bounce off the chest there of Branchy. The kick forward by Donaldson. Carter has it smothered. Brilliant work there from young Watson. What a bit of play there from young Watson. Only a youngster threw his body on the line. He may have done the winning bit of play there for Perth. Bourne follows it up, socket back, picked up by Rayson. Tumbling torpedo punt. Over the top there of Branchy, falls to ground. South Fremantle off the ground, Kelly. Manfred Kelly has kicked a goal. Absolutely from nowhere in the dying stages. After one of the great smothers and follow-ups there by young Jake Watson. South Fremantle kicked the late one. Have they broken the Demons' hearts? It remains to be seen. Can't be long left. Was quiet last week, but has made the ultimate statement to give South Fremantle back the lead. They lead 7-1-43, Perth 6-2-38. 28 and a half minutes played.
Game has been beyond dispute for quite
Be a minute. Slensog, huge clearance. Thompson. Hand pass came out, Main was there. Byrne applied the pressure, locked up for South Fremantle, will suit them. Demons need the exit. Ball thrown up there by umpire McCaw. South jump all over it.
points, 12-7 to 3-3, with the siren going 29 minutes into what will be Claremont's last game at Revo Fitness Stadium this season.
In the last 45 seconds of the game, Manfred Kelly kicks a goal from absolutely nowhere, and South Fremantle, there may have been a bit of luck involved, but secure a victory and a vital 4 points. South Fremantle 7-1-43. Defeat Perth 6-2-38. A 5-point victory to the Dogs. Heartbreak for the Demons. Been a story of their season. Unlucky result for the Demons, but South Fremantle get the vital 4 points that they needed. Quite an extraordinary finish. The Dogs kicked.
And for West Coast, who've only kicked 3 goals, Archer Reid, Josh Burke and Cooper Nitschke are their only goal kickers. So Claremont running out winners by 58 points, 12-7, 79 to 3-3-21, 58 points to the good Tigers. And at the other, most
finish to the regular season it is going to be. But there's still a lot of time remaining in this one. 33 plays 29. It's a margin of 4 points. Bit of a shallow throw in. Blackiston with the double fist away. Leggett with nowhere to go. He gets wrapped up by Jones. And interesting there. It's a dangerous tackle by the non-controlling umpire. And that's going to be a free kick going east from Andal's way. It'll be taken by Cody Leggett. He's been held goalless. It hasn't been a day for full forwards. But he want to back himself here. He's going for the barrel. It's a massive barrel by Leggett. Players converging over the coalface. It's bouncing and it's off hands. And it's a behind. Wow, that would have been a freakish goal from Cody Leggett. But that one was just off a pair of hands. And a behind the Sharks will have to settle for. 24 minutes gone. 3 points the margin. This result, wherever it goes, could have massive bearings in the race for the 5. Long ball by Wilcox, up towards half-back. Off hands, Crowden goes past one, can't go past the second. Out the front. Handball comes out, players going to ground. Jones getting involved, so too Blackiston. Ball up. Spills out the back to Fulgrave. Murdoch, quick hands to Blackiston. They're being forced back here. But Rankin does well to clear. Diving to ground, Boakhurst. A big chance for the reigning premiers. Long ball up towards the forward pocket. Spoiled by Wright. Still remaining in play. Cleared by Watts. It's high towards half-back. Eaton spills the mark. Right in the water the players are. It's like a swimming pool out there. And it's a ball up. Jones palms it down. North gets boot to ball. Leggett ridden into the ground by Crowden. Play on, says the umpire. And seeing it over the line is Cleaver. We'll have a throw in. Tension in the air, even in the stands, in front of our broadcast position. 3 points the margin, 26 minutes gone. About 70 metres out from goal. Jones in front position. On the end of it's Leggett. Pulls it back around the body. High ball, one-on-one. Fulgrave with the spoil over the boundary line. Vital stoppage here. Players resetting. They've got numbers in the forward 50 both sides. Blackiston wins front position. Can't take clean possession. Murdoch hurries the kick inside 50. Here's Boakhurst from the pocket. Had nowhere to go. Got cleaned up by Wright. And it is going to be a throw-in. It's on the forward 50. If East Fremantle goal, they could snatch the game. But the Royals will be desperate to clear. Marsh in the ruck this time against Scotty Jones. Fisted away by Marsh. Right. Wrapped up in the gang tackle. Both teams must make the most of their chance. It'll be a ball up. Jones and Blackiston now in this fierce battle. Rucks miss it. Socket off the ground by Boakhurst. Goes at it a second time. Bennett. wrapped in the tackle. And umpire says, give it to me. Every stoppage brings more tension. Jones taps it out. Hurried kick by Murdoch. Chance now, it's a mark! No, it's not paid. Play on, says the umpire. Well, I'd have to say, Jansen would be a little bit stiff. He looked to have marked that, but the umpire has said no. Blackiston knocks it down. Players splashing around. East Perth clear. 1-on-1. Zatto couldn't complete the mark. Murphy dispossessed. Good second effort by Max Murphy. He gets wrapped up a second time. Amajuri providing the path for Tedesco. Hotly disputed ball. It comes out the back. Turner. Handball into space. Chopped up by North. Nowhere to go. Dunscombe goes to ground. North gets it back. Clearing ball into space. That favours East Perth, but East Fremantle, will they have time? Murphy. And that's over the boundary line. A throw in. Thrown in on the outer side. It's on East Perth's half of the ground. Almost 29 minutes gone. It's a margin of 3 points. Jones out the back. Tedesco kicks high. It's over! It's over! East Perth have won an extraordinary encounter here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium in the big wet of Leederville to the tune of 3 points. And that win will seal the double chance for East Perth in 2024. And the East Perth fans are loving it here at Leederville. East Fremantle, they were gallant, they were gutsy, they had plenty of chances, but in the end, just fell short in an extraordinary encounter. Plenty of contested ball, a lot of pressure, and it may not have had plenty of goals, but it was a close contest that everyone had wanted, and they got it. In the end, the black and blue triumph over the white and blue here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. 4-9-33 to 3-12-30. A real slog, but tough, hard yakka. Leading possession getters for both sides. First off for the winners, Stanley Wright with 27, Liam Tedesco with 23, Mitch Groudon with 21, and Michael Randall also with 21 for East Fremantle. Kyle Baskerville with 27. He was brilliant on the ball. 20 tackles in addition. Blaine Bokers with 24. Jack Cleaver and Milan Murdoch also with 24. And Lennon Marlin with 19. All singular goal kickers. East Perth had Graham, McCready, North and Tedesco getting the goals. East Fremantle had 3 goal kickers, Erdley, Murdoch and O'Reilly. Where does that win for East Perth leave the 5? Well, it all bodes for a massive encounter next Saturday here at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. East Perth will play Peel Thunder with top spot on the line. Hollywood stuff right there. Swan District's loss means that they are in 3rd, but they are only separated by a win between themselves, East Fremantle and Claremont. So there's a possibility that one of those teams could drop out of the 5. And with South Fremantle's narrow win over Perth, they are still alive in the race for 5th place. It's practically a 3-horse race to see who will remain in the 5. Swan Districts, East Fremantle and Claremont. You can add South Fremantle into that equation now. And West Perth in the other game, Pensionet Stadium, they will get the job done against Subiaco, and that'll be a big confidence booster for the Falcons. Their 4th win of 2024. Other results today, Peel Thunder, easy winners over Swan Districts. South Fremantle, narrow winners over Perth on the last kick of the day. And Claremont, convincing winners over the West Coast Eagles, 79-21. Where does that leave next week? Well, East Fremantle must beat the West Coast Eagles, 1 o'clock at Mineral Resources Park if they want to get into the 5. Swan Districts play Perth at Steel Blue Oval. South Fremantle play West Coast at Fremantle Community Bank Oval. And in the last of the Saturday games, East Perth play Peel Thunder, top spot on the ladder on the line at Sullivan Logistics Stadium. And then another game that has ramifications Sunday at 12:30 on this ground. It is Subiaco playing Claremont. What a climax to the 2024 season we've got in store. But here today in a wet weather thriller, it was East Perth victorious, and they seal the double chance. 33-30, winners over the reigning premiers by 3 points. On behalf of all of our team, this is Paul Persick wishing you a very good afternoon from a wet and muddy Leederville Oval.
Probably about 6 weeks ago, he said he'd make a decision at the end of the year, but Also, having had a chat to Peter Capes from Subiaco, he's very confident that Lee will go around again in 2025, which would be a terrific boost to this evolving squad. Keitel knocks it to the front. Black, hand pass intercepted by Corbett.
He's had a good game today. He's had 20 touches, 6 tackles. He's played his role definitely, Kitchen. So there's no doubt if he's got the motivation, he's good enough to go around again. And it's just interesting if Beau Wardman wants to use him in a different role to start bringing some of those younger players through, and Kitchen can mentor those on the way through.
Falcons lead this one by 23. Keitel tried to ease Eaton under the ball. Man in question, Kitchen. After Belloward. Ball in dispute. Borchett lays the tackle and was out of throw by Smith. Yes, he's battled really well today, Smith, and has the advantage been paid? It most certainly has, and Schofield decides to head along the ground looking for Evan. Falcons get there in good numbers. Kitchen scoops it up, and in fact threw it, did he? That's the verdict. It'll be West Perth ball, and they'll go inside their forward half in this last 5 or 6 minutes of this one against Subiaco.
Tristan Hobley, premiership player from 2022, sends West Perth towards attacking 50. Subiaco defenders happy to send it over the fence.
I'm just looking at my phone here, and Peter Capes has been kind enough to text me to say actually Lee Kitchen has announced retirement after next week. So there you go. It's official. This will be the last game we see, certainly I will, of Lee Kitchen, who's been a wonderful servant of Subiaco and footy in WA.
4-time premiership player, Lee Kitchen. What an outstanding player he has been for Subiaco Football Club. Gee, they've had some quality players over the last couple of decades. A brilliant run for the Lions. Mentioned a couple of times already. A pretty rare season for them to know a few weeks out before the final round that they weren't going to be playing finals. And normally when they were playing finals, they were in the top couple of positions. There he is, Lee Kitchen. He's got a quarter and a bit to go. And that might add just an extra little bit of motivation for Subiaco next week, but to potentially keep Claremont out of the finals and send Lee Kitchen off on a high.
Sure, he's such a good leader. You can imagine be a really good coach as well. So it'll be interesting if they can keep him around in that capacity.
Sprigg doing the ruck work, winning it down. Schofield gaining some metres with his kick. Second time in a row he's gone with the bounce pass to get it forward. Long in the wrestle for West Perth. As we'll get another stoppage, and temper's just a little frayed late in the game. But the sting well and truly gone out of this one. West Perth counting down the minutes until they get a chance to sing their song again, just for the 4th time this year. And here's Kitchen again, where he so often is, in and under, winning the hard ball, gaining a free kick for some high contact. Straight up the middle he goes. Big leap came from Smith there. Lynch's kick to an awkward position. Kelman gets the call from a few players, bounces it towards the goal square, it continues to run. Johnson gets back. And he's normally pretty calm under pressure and happy to allow himself to be tackled over the line, which means it wasn't deliberate at all. Sokol conceding the point and argue with the umpire, but Johnson here, you can just see, goes a little loose in the legs and allows himself to be taken over.
Yeah, Sokol's certainly entitled to take his opponent over the line. Almost an hour since we've seen a Subiaco goal. So many chances, but inaccuracy has certainly plagued them. Savini runs out of room. Black with the pressure.
The TV makes it look a lot brighter than it actually is here. It's very dull, isn't it?
And the rain's returned at the end of the day.
Yes, it's been that sort of wintry afternoon. It's been forecast. And at West Perth, though, they'll get back to the rooms tonight and enjoy some fellowship, I'm sure of that. Bevan, Black, off to hinder. Almost to the 50. Keitel was there. And maybe a free kick to the Lions here with a Subiaco player taken high. Just to check on who the recipient is. Might be Ferrone, is it? In fact,
Belloward.
No, it's going back to Belloward. So
To get the ball himself, to an extra 30 metres to get back.
he wants to play on. Kick. Wasn't his best effort by any means. And as Dave mentioned, I think the players, the umpires would be more than happy when that siren sounds.
We found a spectator on the outside.
A happy spectator up in the grandstand, not so much with the result here, but perhaps with the way his AFL team's travelling. Luke Foley behind him as well, who's certainly a key miss. The game coming up on Sunday, Skeet?
Yeah, straight after the Blues and the Eagles. So a massive game for Carlton, and the Eagles setting off Andrew Gaff, potentially with a victory.
Well, again, just hacked out of that defensive 50 area for Subi. Black's had a big final quarter, getting it in deep once more, and Bellaway has definitely shown some great signs throughout today. Doesn't mind dashing out of defence, takes the game on. Straight up the middle with his kick. Champion. Oh, met very solidly. Lynch cleaned him up fairly according to the umpire. Champion still down. As this ball goes towards the front half of the centre square for Subiaco. Dewar putting the pressure on. West Perth with the extra numbers. Champion's on his feet now, which is good news. Kitchen applies a good tackle. And that was some serious contact there on young Mount Champion.
It's actually holding his chest. Yep.
Scurrier.
Yeah, it was straight into the... Would have hurt, but it was fair. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, the replay shows exactly that.
And Malachi didn't change his direction either. He was strong coming through. But
Liam Hickmott's kick, brilliantly marked by Pecoraro, really, under the circumstances, to find the footy. Almost 28 minutes have elapsed here. Probably has to wait. And he receives, and they'll be more than content to play the percentages, kicking down the line, looking for contest after contest before the siren sounds. Well, the domino effect took place there. Savini is the beneficiary at the back. Pulls the trigger towards the corridor. Knott gets a hand in there. Meadows with a fend off. They did well enough, and West Perth with perhaps one last chance to the 50. Savini
He's played well.
He was desperate. Won it at ground level as well. Back towards the middle. That's a throw. And no question there, Scurrier was caught red-handed. Champion delivers to the 50, but Pecoraro able to mop up, and the Falcons doing pretty comfortably in defence now. They've got this game played exactly on their terms. Rundle will also make some territory for them.
Moments away from the siren. There's Rundle close to the line. Happy for this one to go over off hands.
West Perth defence been very good. They've inside 50 is basically equal in 46 to 45, but to keep Subiaco to 4 goals has been a good effort.
Eagles host the Blues tomorrow. Jared Schofield will be working much harder at this time tomorrow than he is right now, sitting up here in the grandstand near us. Channel 7, 2:30. Carlton with a final spot on the line. Which of the teams really wants that last couple of spots in the top 8? So many of the teams that are contending, dropping games late in the season this year. Here's Taj Schofield picking up the loose footy. Decides not to kick with the left, comes inboard, measured the kick perfectly. Will Hickmott, sweeping hand pass, finds his brother. Too far out to score, long towards the top of the goal square. Clever from Rode. Held off his opponent with one arm and then reeled it in with a double grabber with the right hand. Not a noted goal kicker, but he is going to go back to have a shot at his second for the season. Ex-Falcon, played 47 games in West Perth colours. For Subiaco's first goal since the 29-minute mark of the second term. It's taken 2 more quarters for them to find the major opening, but they've got one.
It was more than an hour in playing time between goals for Subiaco, but it was good play. They always likely to score, but in the end, quite a very good mark from Rode in these conditions to hold off an opponent with one hand and then use the other hand to stop the ball and take it and go back and make it a 16-point margin, which is too far at this stage. Chemist Warehouse replay. Ball comes in from Hickmott then. Very good mark from Rode. Held off his opponent with one hand and controlled it the other in these conditions. No easy feat. Kicks the goal for Subiaco, but it's too little, too late.
Margin trimmed to 16. That might be the final score of the game. We're into our 32nd minute as of now. As I mentioned, though, so many stoppages, that has contributed to the lengthy quarters at times. But there it is. The Lions go down in Lee Kitchen's second last game, but it's the Falcons who break the drought. It's been a pretty barren couple of months, but they get to sing the song and they run out convincing winners by 16 points. Even performance, and they set the scene really in the first quarter. Trent Cooper with their ability to win clearances on a day like today, that was critical.
Yeah, I thought Luke Meadows set up early. He did very well working back from midfielder, help out the back line, then push forward to kick that goal. Ended up with 34 disposals and 8 tackles. Well, he was clearly the best on the ground and set it up, but it was a really even performance and a strong performance by their back line, that when they had to withhold some momentum swings Subiaco's way, they did that very well. And to keep them to 5 goals was the difference in the end.
Spirited game. At times there was a bit of spite, but you expect nothing less from two clubs that have got a bit of a history. We saw some of those WAFL retro moments. But they're proud, and West Perth, I'm sure the motivation to avoid the wooden spoon would have been not insignificant. Let's head downstairs and check in with Caitlin Bassett.
Well, I'm here with 2 stars of today, 2 goals apiece. You must be pretty happy you've snapped a 10-game losing streak.
Oh, absolutely. This year's been a grind for sure, but yeah, it's fun to get a win. It's definitely good for the younger boys. Yeah.
Keegan, I hear they call you the Wiz. What do you love playing in the wet?
Yeah, I mean, any time I get to ride out with these boys, honestly, it's a bit of a privilege, and today was for Luke Meadows as well, so happy to kick a couple for him, and yeah, today's all about him.
I was going to say 150 games for him. He must be pretty happy with this win, but just for you guys, you've got 1 game left in the season. What does this build towards for next week?
Yeah, just obviously the aim will be to get another win under the belt and start building towards next year. I mean, we've got a lot of young boys playing, so for them to experience a bit of success and then obviously roll into pre-season and try and get the most out of that as we can.
Keegan, 2 goals. You know, is there anything more that you can do? Want a couple more next week? Would that make you pretty happy?
Honestly, straight bat answer. Just another win. Can't get anything from me. So, nah, straight bat. Yeah, just another win. Again, it's important for these kids to have some success going into next year. So, if we as the older people can do that, then yeah, be happy.
Congratulations. Enjoy the win.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
There it is, the 2 Ks, the special Ks with Caitlin Bassett, Knott and Keitel doing their best work in the middle of Pentanet Stadium. When we return, Falcon supporters, turn up the volume. West Perth will be singing their song.